Hey, are you thinking about moving to La Mesa, California, but first you want to find out everything there is to know about La Mesa to make sure it's a good fit for you and your family? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the pros and cons of living in La Mesa, California and raising your family in La Mesa, California, and we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you are looking to learn everything there is to know about living in La Mesa, California and the surrounding neighborhoods, then welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications so that you can learn everything there is to know about living in La Mesa, California and the surrounding San Diego neighborhoods before making your move. My name is Emily Benito. I'm a local real estate agent and a mom, and my passion is helping families like you every day make their move to San Diego, and I love it. So whether you're looking to move in 3 weeks, 3 months, or even a year, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Better yet, I say let's just jump on a Zoom so I can learn more about you, your family, your lifestyle, your budget, and help you make a smooth move to San Diego too. All right, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything there is to know about La Mesa, California and raising your family here in La Mesa, California. La Mesa is one of my ultimate favorite cities here in San Diego because it is by far the most centrally located, meaning that if you were looking at a map of the county of San Diego, it's literally like in the center. So you start off at the beaches of Pacific Beach and Mission Beach, and you head west on that 8 freeway, 10 miles, and you're gonna hit La Mesa. And La Mesa is your very first town on the way to East County. So technically La Mesa is East County, but it's your first town. And the further east you go, the more suburban you get, the more rural you get. So because of its proximity to the city and downtown being 9 miles away and the airport and the beaches and the bays and everything San Diego, all the fine restaurants and nightlife, you don't feel like you've moved like way far away. It's 15 minutes. So if it's, you know, a date night with your husband and you want to get out, it's an easy Uber ride to all things San Diego nightlife and you're back home again. So you're not way out in the burbs like in El Cajon and Santee where you might feel really removed from the city. And La Mesa has several major freeways that run through it, making it really easy to jump on and get around the county. So the 8 goes right through La Mesa, and the 8 freeway runs from the beach west all the way east to Alpine and beyond. So that is your east-west freeway, and you can take it straight down to the beaches from La Mesa. On the southern end of La Mesa is the 94 freeway that also runs east and west. So if you're further south on La Mesa, you can jump on the 94, which takes you straight into downtown and to Coronado Island. So again, really easy for commuting. And then you've got the freeways running north and south. So you also have freeways that run north and south through La Mesa, which is the 125 freeway. So when you jump on that, and you can take that freeway either towards North County or you can take that and head over to cities like Del Mar or La Jolla. And again, you're only about 15 minutes away. So for like location wise, you are really central and are able to get around. But the cool thing is that La Mesa has a very much of an urban feel. So we're going to get into it. So my number one pro of La Mesa is its proximity to everything. So I already kind of started off sharing with you how close you are to the beaches and downtown and the airport. You literally can take an Uber and to the airport still. You're not so far away that you're not able to Uber around to major attractions, or but you're again right there in La Mesa. So proximity, I got ahead of myself. Proximity is number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list is all the amenities that La Mesa has to offer. Even though it's a suburb, you really don't need to leave La Mesa to run your errands or go out to dinner or head to a cafe. Everything that you would need is in La Mesa, which I think is a huge perk. Some of the other cities in East County don't have it all. You do still need to head into town per se, but with La Mesa, you have everything from the Grossmont Shopping Center, which is all your regular main shopping, the Targets, all the, you know, everyday errand kind of stuff. And you have your regular grocery stores, of course, but you do have a Costco right in La Mesa, and you also have a Trader Joe's, which I think is amazing when you don't need to like leave your town to head to a Trader Joe's. So we've got a Trader Joe's. If you're a yoga fan and you know Core Power Yoga, it's a big deal to have one in your town. It's actually the yoga studio I go to, which is 15 minutes from where I live, but there happens to be one right there in La Mesa, which is amazing. And then La Mesa has a little downtown. So speaking of amenities, you have a little downtown that's got great little eateries and restaurants and bars and boutiques and shops and small businesses. So you have a cute little downtown area that's super charming. It's walkable, sidewalk cafes. To me, it is like hipster vibe, but still family friendly, which depending on if you're in the same stage of life as I'm in, then that is amazing because you want to be able to still go out and be out and about in the world with your kids, but you're not going to take them to like the party scene. Well, I don't. So I love that about the village in La Mesa, that it is still family friendly, but you can go out and grab a beer or a drink at the Sidewalk Cafe, or some of the restaurants have built out outdoor seating still from the pandemic when they all built out their outdoor seating area, and now it's just their outdoor patio. So again, just you have all the amenities, you have all your shopping and restaurants and nightlife. You really don't need to leave La Mesa for anything, which makes it very convenient. And number 3 on the list is you are in the suburbs, and even though you've got all the amenities of city life and urban life, you are still surrounded by nature and well-maintained parks and hiking trails. So you have that charming little town, small town, suburban feel to La Mesa. It's really preserved that, which is very unique to its area. You've got Lake Murray nearby, which has a path that goes all the way around the park. You can't literally run around the park, but you can make a loop, and it is, I believe it is about 5 miles, and so there's a path. People walk it, jog it, ride a bike, walk your dog. You can actually go out on the lake and rent little boats to take out on the lake. There's fishing there. It's a great place to gather on the weekends with family. There's a lot of families that go around there. So again, it's beautiful, it's outdoors, it's real close by. So Lake Murray is something that you should definitely check out. Mission Trails is really close by as well, and that is 7,000 acres of hiking trails, and I believe it's 60 miles of trailheads throughout there. So it's great if you're wanting to just get your regular daily exercise and get out into nature, or get into some more rigorous hikes. We've got, of course, there's Cowles Mountain that's nearby. So there's a lot of outdoor activities to do at different levels, whether you're just looking for some easy stroll with your kiddos or something a little bit more intense that we're getting a workout. We got you covered. You don't need to go far to get it. And that's another beauty of La Mesa. They also have just a lot of great, well taken care of local parks to just hang out or take your kiddos, or the birthday parties and all that stuff. So again, La Mesa's got all the amenities of city life, but all the perks of living in the suburbs with nature and surrounding tree-lined streets, mature trees. It's beautiful, it's quaint, and definitely has its own vibe. Another cool thing about La Mesa is I love the sense of community that La Mesa has to offer. They have an amazing farmers market every Friday in the village. You can get your local produce from local farmers, also local vendors set up. There could be, musicians playing. So it's a great place to like check out on Fridays and just walk around and be part of the community. A couple other things they do every year is in the summer, they have a car show, a 50s car show, which is super fun. And they put on an amazing Oktoberfest. So again, there's a lot of community, a sense of pride in living in La Mesa. It has named the Jewel of the Hills. It's great for young professionals, for families. It's safe, it's clean, and the neighborhoods are beautiful. Speaking of families, a lot of families are drawn to La Mesa because of its top-rated schools, and it has many of them. So if that is something that's important to you, make sure to reach out to me so that I can share more with you about all the different schools and all the different programs that are offered right here within La Mesa, public school, charters, and private schools. Now, the weather in La Mesa is also amazing because all of San Diego has amazing weather. But the thing is the closer you are to the coast, the more you're subjected to the overcast that comes from the coast, from the ocean. So the closer you're to the coast, the more gloomy days you may have, and you're paying a premium to live near the coast. So towns like Pacific Beach, Bay Park, Claremont may have overcast 3-4 months of the year, and La Mesa is just far enough east that they're not really experiencing that. So that is a huge plus. It does get warmer in the summer, but I wouldn't say it's as hot as like deep East County where it can reach high 90s and hundreds, but you are definitely going to feel 80s and maybe sometimes even push the 90s in La Mesa. But you know what? You have blue skies year round compared to the coast, so I think it's worth the trade-off. So let's talk about the real estate in La Mesa. They have some beautiful neighborhoods. There's actually several different types of neighborhoods you're going to find in La Mesa. You're going to find the houses closer to the city center or the village are smaller, older homes built in the 60s, some even in the 40s and 30s that are going to be more bungalow style. They're going to be smaller homes on smaller lots, and they can price range around, $750,000, $800,000 all the way up to $1 million. Those are going to be your more walkable neighborhoods, maybe starter homes for young professionals or young families. Some of my favorite neighborhoods in La Mesa are Mount Helix, which always reminds me so much of Los Feliz or the Hollywood Hills. I'm originally from LA, and the first time I drove through Mount Helix, it just felt very much like LA in that obviously Mount Helix is on a mountain, and so you have these windy roads with tons of green, old vegetation, mature trees, and all the homes are super eclectic on larger lots, larger homes. So you may have a beautiful mid-century modern next to a ranch, next to a gated estate home. And so it's just very eclectic, very artsy feeling. Some of the homes have a rural country feel. Some of them are very urban and feel like in West Hollywood overlooking the hills. And the homes, a lot of them have beautiful views depending on what direction you're facing. You maybe have a view straight out all the way to the ocean and can see Coronado Bridge. Or if you're facing west, you may be looking out towards Alpine and you have a beautiful view of the mountain ridge and of course all the city lights. So there's a premium for those views and that exclusivity. But the homes start, you can get a fixer-upper for about $1.2 million. A nice, decent, beautiful home is going to start you around 1.3 to 1.5, and homes can go all the way up to 5 million plus. So, like I said, there's really a really big eclectic group of homes up in Mount Helix, depending on the location of the home and the view. And, homes can have, the lots start as small as a quarter acre all the way up to over 1 acre. So, Mount Helix is, I think, one of my top favorite neighborhoods in La Mesa. Another neighborhood in La Mesa is Fletcher Hills. Fletcher Hills actually has a zip code that's in El Cajon and one in La Mesa. It is another beautifully well-kept neighborhood, very family-friendly, and it is on a hill. Those homes also have views of either the Santee Lakes or towards the mountains of Alpine. They're very well-maintained streets. A lot of them are HOA communities, so they keep up a certain aesthetic. That neighborhood was built in the 60s, 70s, so you are going to have older homes, but a lot of them have been maintained, renovated, updated. Homes in Fletcher Hills start at about 1.1 million and can go all the way up to 1.3, maybe even 1.4. The average home size is about 2,000 square feet, and a lot of them do have pools and epic views. So it's something to consider, and it's really close to the freeways and shopping. The last neighborhood I want to mention in La Mesa is Eastridge. This is a newer community. It was built over the last maybe 10, 15 years. These are going to be your new development, HOA community in a gated community. Homes range from 2,000 to 4,000 or 5,000 square feet, all with beautiful views. So if you're looking for something with newer construction, then you absolutely have to check out Eastridge Estates. So the biggest drawback I would say for La Mesa is its congestion. There isn't a lot of business right there within La Mesa. So you are going to be hitting a lot of traffic commuting, whether you're heading up to Carmel Valley or downtown or wherever you need to go. There is not a lot of business right in La Mesa. So maybe you work from home and it doesn't matter. But if commuting is part of your lifestyle, I would definitely check out the commute times to make sure it's going to be a good fit for you. Something to consider about La Mesa is the cost of living. And although it is not considered one of the most expensive towns in San Diego County, by national standards, it is much higher. And it is also probably one of the most expensive cities in all of East County, San Diego, because it's a proximity to the city and also because it has all the amenities of city life while still being in the suburbs with all the green and outdoor activities for you. So the housing, the average home is going to be between $900,000 and $1.2 million. So, that ain't cheap. And I mentioned the weather as a perk, but it can also be a negative because there are a lot of people that either live in San Diego or move to San Diego for the temperate weather, and they don't want to experience anything above 70 degrees. And so if that's you, then you probably aren't going to be very happy in La Mesa because we are technically in East County. And although you're not going to hit hundreds, you will be feeling 80s and sometimes even into the 90s in the summertime. So if that is something that is an issue for you, you should probably avoid La Mesa. So that's it. I don't really think there are that many cons for living in La Mesa, California. It is absolutely one of my favorite cities in San Diego. It is close to the beaches and bay and central, but you're still in the suburbs, so it's really great family-friendly environment. You've got everything you need. You don't need to leave town to run any errands or get a nice dinner or grab a drink or have an amazing brunch. It's all right here in La Mesa. The cost of living comparatively is still affordable, and you have beautiful communities. So whether you're looking for something that's in a walkable neighborhood or something more exclusive in the hillsides where you have mountain views and city lights, we've got it here in La Mesa for you. So there you have it. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything or what your thoughts are of La Mesa, California. And if you're looking to make a move to San Diego or within San Diego, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a message. Let's just jump on a Zoom or grab a coffee so I can learn more about you, your family, your needs, your lifestyle, your budget, and help you and your family make a smooth move to San Diego too.